What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? I wanted to talk about this video because I only watched a couple minutes. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm gonna watch the whole thing with you with y'all, my peoples. Because he said something I thought was real peculiar. So I'm like, let me watch the whole thing, but I want to make a video when I do this because a couple of things he was saying, I was like, now this is Stephen Paddock's brother, the alleged Las Vegas shooter, the Mandalay Bay terror. Let's see what his brother has to say.
An asteroid just landed on us and on Las Vegas. As far as we are concerned, we have no idea.
Does your brother live there or here or what?
This is all in the public record. He lived in Mesquite.
Firstly, I don't know why does he say in the public record? Like, nobody would say it's in the public record. You know, the only reason I think he would say it's in the public record is to have people search in the public record. You know, in the public record, I mean, listen, you can say you can pay taxes on a house in such and such place, but you be shacking over your girlfriend's house across town. You know, I mean, what's the public record going to say where you live at? They're going to say you live at the place, your home, not at your girlfriend's house. The public record is just where the bills go. So it's peculiar he said that. And I think that's kind of funny. You know, you see he closed his eyes like, you know what I mean? I don't know about this guy. Let's continue.
Okay.
He had a girlfriend.
Okay.
He gambled at the casinos. He called his mother.
Ever any indication at all that this would...
Nothing. That we're lost. I don't understand. There's no anything.
Describe the brother you know. Describe the man you know.
He's a guy. He's just a guy who lived in Las Vegas and played at the casinos, went on cruises, did stuff. There's nothing. That's what's bizarre. I mean, I don't even want to say it, but.
First of all, what is this asshole kid? I can't even turn his phone off. Like, what the hell?
He lived in a house. He had a girlfriend. There's nothing.
Was there anything going on in his life?
As far as we know, there's nothing.
Okay.
I mean.
When was the last time you talked to him?
He texted me after the hurricane when we lost power for 5 days to ask how my mom was. I mean, there's nothing. We're dumbstruck. She's pretty freaked out.
Yeah.
Strangely enough.
The number of guns, the firearms that he had, does that
Again,
surprise you? I mean,
yes. I have no idea that he would have that many firearms.
Do you have a military background?
No. And I don't want to talk much more. This is all, once again, what I'm telling you is all part of the record.
Again, he says this all part of the record. Like, what are you talking about? You know, you can fake records. You can falsify records. You can, you know, I mean, you can not only falsify records, you can mislead the record. You know what I mean? Just on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, it's just strange he said that. You know, he seems a little bit surprised, but then he's a little bit like, why is he talking? You know what I mean? I know everybody would say, what would they do in that situation? Some people would be like, I don't want to talk to you, or shut the door on these reporters, but man, he seems eager to talk to these people, to get a narrative out there. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, this whole thing is funny.
He has no police record. He doesn't even have parking tickets, probably.
How did you hear that he was...
We got phone calls. The Las Vegas PD were cooperating with the cops. I've talked to the PD. This is like you called me up and said, your next door neighbor did this. And I'd go, wow, my next door neighbor did that. All I've ever seen him do is mow his yard. The fact that my brother did this is, there's nothing. I mean, there's absolutely no...
Did he have
we don't
kids?
understand.
Did he have, you know, was there...
Once again, this is all simple public record stuff.
If you could, once again, your
Yeah,
message to
reference
these
to the
people,
public
these
record.
families.
There's not even anything I can say. I mean,
you can at least say, I feel bad for him, man. This is terrible. I don't even believe it. You know what I mean? Like all the people that died. What's this guy talking about?
how do you... I mean, my brother did this.
Allegedly. See, he's too eager to be like... He keeps saying he can't believe it. Then he says, well, my brother did this. There's another thing. Like, if you couldn't believe it, then some people would be like, I won't believe it. I don't believe it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if let's say they call me up, my brother did. They said my brother snapped and he shot up did the same thing this guy did. I'd be like, man, you gotta prove it to me. That's my first reaction. You know what I mean? It seems like he's saying he can't believe it, and this, that, and the third. Well, the next step of you saying you can't believe it is like, well, I don't think he did it. But he's too eager to say his brother did it. I don't know. I'm smelling the P word, patsy.
This is like it was done, like he shot us. I mean, if he'd have killed my kids, I couldn't be more dumbfounded. I mean, it doesn't...
So
there's nothing.
Last communication.
There's nothing.
After the hurricane.
I mean, I can show you the text. He said, how's mom? Did you get power? I mean, that was it. There's absolutely...
He could have showed it,
nothing for him.
But he didn't.
I mean, I hope someone figures out, because we'd like to know.
Were you a close family? You guys, it seems like a good sign if he's checking on your mom.
I live here. He lives in Mesquite. Once again, public record stuff you'll find out.
Again, that's the third time he said public record stuff. Like, what is that? It's on the public record. I'm watching you, man.
I live here. He lives we're not that close. I mean, we talk on the phone occasionally. He calls my mom and talks to her. There's no
mental health issues.
There's no there. Not that we know of. Yeah. He was...
Did you know him to have guns? Was he an avid shooter?
No,
not that...
Not an avid gun guy at all. The fact that he had those kind of weapons is just... Where the hell did he get automatic weapons? He has no military background or anything like that. When you find out about him, like I said, he's a guy who lived in a house in Mesquite and drove down and gambled in Las Vegas. He did stuff. Ate burritos.
Yeah. Was the woman that...
Ate burritos. Ate burritos? Did you get a chimichanga as well, man? Jesus. I don't know, bro. Let's play this.
They were looking for his girlfriend?
Yes. Yeah, Mary Lou. That's why I was on the phone with the cops, is because
what do you know about
we were worried that he might have hurt her, too.
Police are actually describing her as his wife.
They might have got married, but I don't think they're married. It's just his girlfriend.
What do you know about her?
She's a nice lady. I've met her 3 or 4 times. She's got a Facebook page. sends cookies to my mom. I mean,
she's got a Facebook page. Yeah, see, it seems like he's leading. He's trying to lead the narrative. You know what I mean? She's got a Facebook page, and like, you know what I mean? It's on public record. I might be reading too much into this. Put in the comment section, Uncle Hotep, you're crazy as hell. He did that shit. You know what I mean? But it seems to me his brother is a little off here, and he's trying to lead the story here. You know what I mean? Eating burritos, and she's got a Facebook page, and it's all part of public record. Like, it seems like he's trying to lead people certain ways. You know what I mean? Like if you set in a mouse trap, you just tell you where the cheese is at. I don't know.
Do they have kids? Does he have kids?
No.
Does she?
No, he doesn't have any children or anything. I mean, yeah, there's nothing. You know.
He must be pretty feeling helpless when the
we're
police...
shocked. I mean, it's like, you think it's except that it came in, all 5 of my phones in the house and the cells and everything lit up at the same time. You know, I'd have thought it was one of my friends joking. Mm-hmm. What, I mean, when you get a phone call that says your brother, you know, just killed a bunch of people. So, this is not. So,
what are you doing? What are you going to do now? I mean, what is your next use?
we're going to hope you people stay at least on the sidewalk. We're answering the phone and talking to random people, but we're telling them we're going to put out a 5-line statement that says what I've just told you, that we're shocked, horrified, completely dumbfounded.
I know you're
about this.
You're having trouble finding the words, and you're saying.
And we're trying to. Well, that's why I wrote it down. I mean, I wasn't going to.
Phone ringing off the hook, boy.
We have nothing to say. There's just nothing.
Again, that is Stephen Paddock's brother. He lives in Orlando. A very raw interview there. Beth and Todd,
That was it. I don't know. I just don't know. Seems funny to me. You know, and this brings me to mind, I got to talk about, you know, because, you know, the African American, the Akata, the Shine, they're talking about, I guess they haven't painted Stephen Paddock as a terrorist and this, that, and the third. And everybody's just hopping on board and say he's the shooter. Now I'm talking to you, my African American friends, the Shines, the Akatas. When they shot Martin Luther King, what'd y'all say? You said the government did it. At this point, you were correct. When they shot Malcolm X, you said the feds was in on it. You know, the records are sealed, but there were police in the hall when he got shot. Y'all even say the feds was involved with Biggie and Tupac. I don't know about that, but that Tupac's murder was kind of fishy. But yet, when they say this man, this 60-something-year-old man, gunned down 50, killed 50 people, shot over 400, with guns, sounded like 2 different guns, going off at the same time. Y'all, my black folk, my brothers and sisters, are eager to believe the mainstream media story. I don't understand that. If anybody should know about the American media, it's my Akatas, the Shines, my African American brothers and sisters. Yet here we go again. And something funny has gone down. And y'all want to believe the mainstream media story. And now you're crying about the mainstream media not calling him a terrorist. like that actually matters. Like what matter? Why does it matter if they call him a terrorist or not? The man's dead. Well, like, you know, it seems like y'all will get, if they call him a terrorist, then I guess it's y'all want to think that white Americans terrorize y'all. I mean, as a whole, I wouldn't say that. I mean, some have certainly done that in the past, but I wouldn't want to brandish everyone that. But that certainly happened. You know, I mean, there's certain, you know, shoot. We always like to use Black Wall Street. I mean, if that's not an act of terrorism, I don't know what is. But y'all sitting there waiting for them to label this man a terrorist when there's plenty of examples where black people didn't believe the mainstream media on these certain on assassination attempts and assassinations. We didn't believe it, and sometimes you were right. Why are you so quick to think this is right? Because you want to believe it. Because you want to label them as terrorists. Because they make you feel better about yourselves. That's what they're counting on. Anyway. It's Uncle Hotep. I just had to talk about this video because I find his usage of the public record kind of funny. You know, and I don't know. There's something strange about this stuff. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. Peace.